so happy together. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Jan and Katie on their wedding day. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sunwood, and welcome to certainly one of the most joyous and lovely occasions of my life. Kate, I got a little secret to share. When you came down, seriously big goosebumps. Congratulations. I'd like to start out by thanking the weather gods for holding off and making it a nice evening, as opposed to, I don't know, last night or something like that. I'd also like to make a special thanks to Midge. Midge, that was a lovely, lovely ceremony, and thank you very, very much. And of course, I have to thank the Surles for raising such a wonderful son. Most of you, or many of you, may know that we're very devoted dog people. And you know, if Sam is on the couch, he's a pretty sleepy dog. If I say, you know, Mommy's coming home, well, he'll probably get off the couch. If I say, well, Katie's coming home, he'll get off the couch, he might wag his tail. But if we say Yanni's coming over, he's crazy. Okay? Yanni's a great dog person, and that makes him good enough, certainly, to be part of our family. Now, last but not least, certainly I have to thank Nancy and your team for bringing this whole affair together, all the work that you did, and didn't get crazy. This was very, very good. And thanks to Laura and all the gang that have pitched in, but thanks to you especially, Nancy. This is wonderful. Now, I know it's traditional for this kind of occasion that we have a little fun at the bride's expense. I'm going to skip the awkward years with the short hair and the glasses, and we're not going to bring up a couple of not so elegant dismounts of the horse show, taking the fence with you and things like that. I really can't pick on you, Katie, because you've just been so wonderful. And I just want to talk a little bit about sometimes what parents dream of. Okay, when their little babies are first born, they dream, please, let her be healthy and happy. And then they go off to a little elementary school, and we say, please, let them, develop good friends and be happy and start to develop some academics. Then they go off to college, and you say, wow, I just hope that she really, really does well, and that she finds something that she's so passionate about, where every day at work she touches someone who is way better off for that. And Katie, you have done all of those things, and we are so grateful and just enriched by all that you've done for your life. Okay? Now, I hope you really also listened very carefully to Midge's little talk about trust and humor and things like that. Marriage is effort, and you have to learn. Most importantly, above all, I think, is to learn to listen to your husband. And Jan, you need to listen to Kate. Jan, you will learn the true Zen joy of being a husband. You're coming home from work at night, and you're looking forward to finding out what it was you did wrong that day. Okay? But Katie and Jan, seriously, we wish you all the best, and may your lives be healthy and happy and wonderful, and may you truly be blessed with children as lovely as the children who have blessed our lives. Here's to you, Katie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Gillette. And now at this time, we'd like to welcome to the microphone the matron of honor, Mandy.
I'm bringing my champagne and my crib notes with me, just in case. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Mandy. I'm the sister of the bride and the matron of honor. I'd like to start off first by switching things up a bit and starting with a toast. Mom, Dad, you've survived the weddings of both of your daughters within the span of 2 years. That's no small feat. So congratulations. May you never fret over the specific color of a ribbon ever again. Cheers to Mom and Dad. I'd also like to thank Peter and Wendy Shrulia for helping put together this wonderful weekend, and to their entire extended family, many of whom have traveled thousands of miles to be here today. Thank you so much for all you have done to be here. We really appreciate it. So, when it came time for me to start brainstorming my speech for this wedding, I decided to look at the video of my own wedding for some inspiration. Katie was my maid of honor, naturally, and during my wedding she gave a toast. And during that toast, she mentioned that she tried to think of some instances, some funny stories about how we'd always fight or weren't getting along, and she said, well, I couldn't really think of any, so, we must have really gotten along throughout our whole childhood, Well, now that it's my turn at the microphone, it's time to dispel that myth, I'm pretty sure. I can distinctly remember, for example, one particular time when I was about 7 years old that I did something completely horrible that I knew Katie was going to be absolutely furious about. Now, to this day, I don't exactly remember what that item was, what that thing was that I did, but I just know that it was something that she was just going to be so mad about, and I was completely afraid of her for it. So I did what any, normal 7-year-old would do. I hid. I figured I would hide for a while, she would get really angry, but by the time I came out of hiding, she would have forgotten all about it. We'd be back to our merry way. So I found a comfy spot under a little side table in our living room and settled in and waited, and I fell asleep. And so then I was so sound asleep, my mom and dad were calling my name, looking for me, going up and down the block, and it wasn't until they were about to call the police that they finally found me sound asleep under that table. I guess the moral of the story is it's your parents, not your sister, that you should be most afraid of when you're doing something bad. Now, you would think as the older sister, Katie would look up to me for guidance when faced with a tough decision. Unfortunately, again, that's probably where you would be wrong. There was a time, a few years back, when Katie was hanging out with a friend in Michigan, where we have a summer home in the sand dunes around there, and her friend dared her to run through a little patch of poison ivy. And then, as long as she ran right down to Lake Michigan and washed off her feet, she should be fine. No problem. Well, as many of the Gosnells and Gillette family know, Katie is extremely allergic to poison ivy. And I tried to warn her that, the water of Lake Michigan probably did not have the effects to rub off the poison ivy, but did she listen to me? Unfortunately, no, and the poison ivy in her feet was so bad she wasn't able to walk, and so in order to get around, she had to sit on the back of a bicycle while I pushed her wherever she needed to go. Not quite sure how that worked out, but enough about Katie and her bad decisions. I think it's time to get to the good decisions, by which, of course, I mean Yanni. That's right there. So, Now, by the time Katie and Yanni were starting to date in high school, I was already off in college, so I didn't get to see a lot of their early romance. But an early indication to me, at least, that he was a keeper came by way of a birthday card he sent me one year. Now, as many Yanni's looking at me. As many of you know, Yanni and I share a birthday, as do Bean, of course, and my Uncle Jim as well. We're all on the same day, very important. And for my 21st birthday, which was his 18th, he sent me a card that really summed it all up, I thought. He said, "Happy birthday, Mandy. I can vote, but you can vote drunk." That's pretty much all you need to say. Thank you. We knew right then that with that kind of sense of humor, he would fit right into our family. And as my dad mentioned earlier, again, another early indication of how he was fitting in so well came by way of Sam, our golden retriever. Sam loves Yanni a lot. Probably more than he loves any of us, actually. I think Sam knew before any of us, really, that Yanni was destined to be forever a part of our family. But I think the thing that really touches me the most about Yanni is his devotion to Katie. Now, when bridesmaid Jackie and I were putting together a little game for Katie's bridesmaids party that involved Yanni's cooperation, we asked him if he had any thoughts for his future bride-to-be, and he said that he just couldn't wait for this day, and that he felt so lucky to be marrying his best friend, and how he couldn't wait to just spend the rest of his life with her, forever and ever. So, while I know from years of experience that Yanni, you're very happy, Yanni, you are very lucky to have Katie. I think, Katie, you're lucky to have Yanni as well. But, alright, so time has passed now, and I'm no longer pushing Katie along the back of a bicycle, guiding her around, but I do feel like I have some more guidance to give her today on her wedding day. So, Katharine Hepburn once said that love has nothing to do with what you're expecting to get, but everything to do with what you're expecting to give, which is everything. And I think this really sums up what marriage is all about. It's about giving love, giving friendship, support, and trust. And trust me, if you continue to give selflessly, you will get back more than you have ever imagined. So, in closing, I just wanted to say to the gorgeous bride and to the lovely groom, a finishing toast. So if you would all raise your glasses with me, I'd like to end by paraphrasing one of Katie's favorite songs from when we were growing up. Katie and Yanni, you've got to hold on to what you've got. We're all so happy for you, now you've tied the knot. You've got each other, and that's a lot. For in love, we all know you're caught. Congratulations, Katie and Yanni. You're here. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the matron of honor, Mandy. Thank you, Mandy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the microphone the best man, Bean.
You know, a very wise and talented man once said, all you need is love. I'm sure you're all aware who that man is, John Lennon. And while you can draw some distinctions between John and Yoko and Katie and Yanni, namely, Yanni can't sing to save his life, and trust me, folks, if you haven't heard him, you don't want to hear him. I can vouch for it, it's awful. And between Yoko and Katie, I'm sorry, Yoko, you really don't have anything on Katie's looks. Despite all that, I think that phrase can really apply to Yanni and Katie's relationship. 5 little words that mean a lot and really go a long distance. All you need is love. And just looking at them, I know Yanni and Katie are onto something here. The way you look at each other, the way you hold each other. I know you believe in those words, the meaning behind them, and I know it will take you through the good times and the bad times. I'm getting all nervous here. I don't know why. Anyway, that's my sappy opening. Now on to the good stuff. I want to welcome you all to what is officially the most popular day in history to get married, 7707. Now you might not know that the reason behind this most popular day is because Yanni and Katie decided it was going to be the most popular day. They decided to get married about a year ago on this day, and all of a sudden, like, every woman in America wants to get married today. And then you have all the celebrities getting married. You have Eva Longoria and Tony Parker, Desperate Housewives star and an NBA basketball player, and you also have celebrity chef Wolfgang Puck, all getting married today. Now, I'll cut them a little slack because maybe Eva and Tony and Wolfgang thought it was Yanni the musician who was getting married and that's what they wanted to do. Maybe not, I don't know. I'll give them a little credit that way. And so Eva and Tony are getting married somewhere in a castle in Paris or Spain or who cares. But for some reason every woman in this country decides they want to care and they know everything about the wedding from the floral arrangement to the designer of Eva's dress. I don't care. But I'll give you a shout out, Eva and Tony. Congratulations. Thanks for stealing Yanni and Katie's idea. For those of you who don't know who I am Yanni's brother, Bean or Patrika or whatever you really want to call me. I have a number of different names. I'm also, yeah, sure. I'm also the best man today. And I say best man today because anyone who knows me knows that it's going to be a one-day thing for me being the best man. And despite knowing me for the last 27 years, Yanni decided to make me his best man. And, you know, Yanni, I normally value your opinions and your decisions, and I think of you as a pretty smart, intelligent, and sensible guy. But I ask you this, Yanni, why, in God's name, would you ask me to give a speech at your wedding about you, knowing what I know about you? I mean, I have so much dirt on you, it'd make the Gillette's head spin. I mean, do you know how embarrassing this could be for you today? The potential is there. I mean, I can go on for hours about how Yanni used to run around the house naked, wearing Batman underwear on his forehead, singing the lyrics of Milli Vanilli's "Blame It on the Rain." But I'm not going to do that. I mean, I can tell you Yanni used to cry when he watched Pretty Woman. I'm not going to do that though. And I don't know if anyone besides our family knows Yanni used to wet the bed until he was about 22 years old. That's for you, big little brother. 20, my bad, it's 24. I once went to a wedding and the best man got up there and he delivered his best man speech, making the groom out to be a saint, saying how there was no racy stories behind the groom's life. Basically, his life was unblemished. The good news is, that's not the case with Yanni. The bad news is, I can go on for about 3 or 4 hours, so I hope you're comfortable in your chairs and you have all your drinks filled. But the problem is, about 90% of that material is not for public consumption, so you can't hear it. I mean, I'm not going to go into the fact, what happened on Yanni's first trip to a Backstreet Boys concert, what happened backstage. And I'm certainly not going to talk about what happened with the goat in Fire Island. I'm not going to go there. And I'm sure the Gillettes do not want to hear about what happened in Atlantic City with the midget mud wrestling competition. That's just not fit. That's not apropos for this occasion. In all seriousness, folks, I want to thank you all for coming out. I really want to thank Tom and Nancy for putting together a spectacular wedding. Obviously, you spared no expense at all. A round of applause for them, please. I also want to thank my family. Mom, you did a great job with everything you did. I want to especially thank my Romanian grandparents, George and Maria, for making it the first trip across the United States. And of course, my British and German relatives who made it from across the pond as well. While I'm thanking people, I'm feeling generous. I'll thank the groomsmen too. You guys are awesome. And you look incredible. The bartenders, wherever you are, you're doing a great job. And bridesmaids, where are you? You're looking great today. Thank you. But not to be outdone, of course, there's only one woman in this crowd that really matters how she looks today. And she looks spectacular. Katie, you look great. Tom and Nancy, I want to congratulate you on raising such a beautiful young lady and giving her to my brother. I don't know if that's a mistake or not, but thank you. But Katie, you look stunning today, I have to say. Outstanding. And I have to make, give her a round. Give her a round. Keep going. Thanks. I have to make the disclaimer that, usually you go to a wedding and you hear the best man speak about how good the bride looks. And let's face facts, folks. We've been to weddings before where the bride doesn't look half as good as Katie does. And the best man is just lying through his teeth. But that's not the case here because you all can see how Katie looks and you all would agree with me when I say that.
Oh, yeah.
And Katie, while I'm talking about you, I have a few things I would like to say to you. The cameraman's in my way. Katie, I want to say how glad I am to have you as a sister. It's been a long time coming. I've known it for quite some time, probably before Yanni knew. And there are so many qualities about you that I really admire. You're beautiful, you're hardworking, you're dedicated, you're driven. You pretty much have everything you need to be a part of my family. But seriously, the most important thing is that you make my brother the happiest man alive, and that means the most to me. Speaking of Yanni, Yanni, I've known Yanni for quite some time now. You can call it a lifetime. And when I say this, I mean this from the heart, Yanni. You can't do any better, because she's the best you're ever gonna get. And no offense to you, Katie. Katie, you're great, but Yanni, you know that line, there are other fish in the sea? Not in this case, Yanni. You're not gonna get a better fish than Katie, trust me. Folks, I know him. I mean, he was a mess for a long, long time. But Yanni, there's some things about you that I really admire as well. I admire your intelligence. I admire your passion to work, your work ethic. I think you're one of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. And there are so many things I can name, but why would I give you a big head when I can just cut you down as easy as that? But there are a couple of things I want to say to you as a new couple now that are a little more serious. If you pay attention to me, that's all right. Whatever you want to do. I want you to know that we all are very proud of you. We all love you very much. We all know that you're destined for one another, and we knew it was just a matter of time before you finally finalized the deal. I mean, just the way you look at one another, the way you hold one another, and the way you treat one another. Everyone in this room knows you're meant to be with each other. And while I might not know a ton about love, I mean, I am here solo, so I mean, but I do know a tad about love, and so I offer you a few points of advice for your future. Number one, Yanni, if you can lay your hand across Katie's hands, put it on the table, please, and just know this is the last time you'll ever have the upper hand in this relationship. So while you have your hand there are three small words that, Yanni, I think is very important you know to keep your marriage going for the rest of your life. They're pretty simple. They are short. But I want you to go to bed at night, think about those words. Thank me in the morning when you use those words. And those words are, Katie, you're right. Those words are going to glue your marriage together like you wouldn't believe. You follow those three words, Yanni, and everything else is cream cheese. It's an inside joke, you guys don't understand. Number three, remember the words of Oscar Wilde, who said, any man who thinks his wife can't take a joke forgets that she took him. I think it's especially valid in this case. Number four, and I want to squash a misconception people have had since the beginning of time. Most people think there are only 2 rings in every wedding, in every marriage. You know, there's an engagement ring and there's a wedding ring. But there's actually 5 rings. Of course, you have the engagement to start the marriage off, and then the wedding ring to kind of finalize the wedding. And then you have the torturing, then you have the suffering, and then you have the enduring. Which kind of brings me to my last point. I want you to always love one another, always be there for each other, always treat each other with dignity. I want the best day of your past to be the worst of your future. And I want you to know I love you both, and I really value your relationship together. If everyone could raise their glasses, in one last toast of, I guess, maybe not last, but one of many, a toast to the new bride and groom, Mrs. Katie and Yanni Shirlia. Cheers. I'm sorry, that was Yanni Bear.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a big round of applause to the best man, Bean.
And kiss. Two more, here we go. Big smile.
Hey, congratulations, Yanni and Katie. This is beautiful. We're having a good time so far.
We love you.
We love you both very much. And
We started rapping.
yes, rapping.
Hey, Katie, perfect. You guys are married. Let's get on the kid train. My kids need some friends, so let's get after that. Starting right now. Later.
Yanni, Katie, how you doing? This is your good friend Paul. Just want to let you guys know, I just got myself a nice glass of Pinot. I prefer to drink that in the summer because I have a severe sweating problem, and if I drink red, I just sweat everywhere. It's terrible. So, enjoying your wedding. It's on July 7th, 7707. Amazing. I really got to tell you that my favorite part about the wedding so far was the chicken on a stick with sesame seeds. It was incredible. I'm planning on dancing in a little bit, and I'm having a great time. Yanni, go Scorpions, Mr. Hemer rules. And I'd like to bring in a special guest, my good friend, Steven Metz.
Yanni, Katie, congratulations. Really, dude, with your brother's speech, could that be any longer?
I'm done. All right, I'm really at my loss for words. I don't really know what to say. Katie, Yanni, congratulations on this wonderful day. You guys really lucked out with the rain this week. I thought you guys were going to get stuck with some bad weather, but apparently God likes you guys more than he likes me. I wish you both the best of luck. I love you both. Yanni, you're great. We've come a long way from that whack, crazy haircut we had when we were in 9th grade, but we made it here. We're all dropping like flies. Krakus is getting married. Next thing you know, it's probably going to be me. Who knows what'll happen, but I love you guys. I want you to grab the world by the tail and put it in your pocket. It's there for you. Love you guys.
Congratulations. We're so happy for you guys.
Congratulations, Yanni and Katie. The wedding is outstanding. Beautiful place. I love it. Anyway, we can't wait to come visit you guys out in California again. You guys are awesome. God bless you. And may the happiness be with you for the rest of your marriage, man. Love you guys.
We just wanted to say congratulations.
And we love you very much, and we're so excited for you today.
And we were so happy to be a part of your special day. And we're gonna come out to California for a little visit.
Absolutely.
And you can cook for us, and we don't have to do anything when we come visit. You'll just show us a good time. So congratulations, and we love you.
Love you.
Welcome to one of the most wonderful and special days of our life. This is a lovely wedding of our lovely daughter Katie to Jan, and it's just been a wonderful day. And I want to ask Nancy to say something too.
All I can say is thank goodness that we have such a wonderful daughter who met the best boy in the world, and we have a beautiful day for this lovely occasion. Wonderful relatives who made the trip, and we couldn't ask for more, and we are very blessed. Thank you very much.
Hi, Yanni and Katie. We're having a great time tonight. I know you're having a great time too. As I said before, make this a one-time occasion. Don't have such a good time that you want to do it again, because we want you to stay together and love each other as much as we love you. I know you're going off to California, but it's not that far off, and you'll always be in our hearts, so come home as soon as you can. Bye.
I just want to say to you guys that I love you, and I wish you the best in your life, the best success and happiness, and I'm so proud of both of you. The best, enjoy your life together.
Mulțumesc petrecerea ce s-a făcut de la copilul meu pentru nepotul nostru din România. Noi suntem din România și mulțumesc de petrecerea frumoasă care am văzut obiceiul aici în America. Și mulțumesc să fie nepoții sănătoși la mulți ani și sănătate cu toată familia și Cuscri împreună, și le mulțumesc pentru petrecerea ce au făcut-o și băiatul și Cuscri. Și mulțumesc și lui nepotul ăsta care a vorbit pentru fratele lui și pentru toate persoanele.
La mulți ani, cu sănătate, să dea Dumnezeu. La Custic, ne-a făcut, ne-a dat o fată frumoasă, cu minte. Îi mulțumim la Custic.
You know, Yanni, I pretty much made fun of you all that I needed to at my best man speech, but I want to say to you both that I really do care about you and love you a lot, and I'm very glad you guys finally did this. It took you freaking long enough to do it, and I think you're gonna have a wonderful life together, and I really hope, I wish you all success that's possible in a marriage, in a wonderful marriage together. So congratulations and good luck.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Yanni. It's your sister. I love you very much. Congratulations. This is a beautiful day. Couldn't ask for anything more. And we'll see you back out there in California soon, okay? Have a great time on your honeymoon. You deserve it. Love you guys.
And congratulations, Katie and Yanni. And Yanni, welcome to the family.
Congratulations.
Yanni, Katie, this is a wonderful wedding. I'm so glad that you asked me to be a part of it. Thank you. And may this bring you all the happiness that I know you deserve. Congratulations.
Hello. Louder, a little louder. Now. Katie and Yanni. Where are they? I am so proud of you. and you remember me, and I'll think of you in the future.
And Yanni and Katie, what a beautiful wedding. Your grandmother is so proud of you. And it was thrilling to be here. We all love you so much. Have a wonderful life together. You're fabulous. Aloha.
Congratulations, Yanni and Katie. Have a wonderful life.
Why must I be